To help increase shoulder range of motion, we need to think about the muscles that constrict your movement. The first muscle we will focus on is called the rhomboid. You have a major and a minor. Commonly, these muscles are overstretched due to a forward rolled posture. Because of this, the muscles engage something that's called a muscle spindle. These act as safety cables to try to stop your shoulders from moving too far forward. We will work with a lacrosse ball through these points between the shoulder blade and spine to help release those safety cables. When done correctly, the shoulder blade should improve range of motion. You will need a lacrosse ball in a tube sock. Place the lacrosse ball between the shoulder blade and spine. You are trying to locate the area that is most tender. When you have found that point, continue to add pressure, leaning back against the ball. You can increase intensity by stepping further away from the wall and leaning harder into the ball. When you find a tender spot, perform a contract and relax sequence, pulling the shoulder blade down and back into the ball and then fully relax. Contract and relax 7 to 10 times, then move on to another tender spot and repeat. Next, we're going to focus on the shoulder joint, or the ball and socket. What's not commonly known is that your rotator cuff is actually made up of 4 different muscles. Here we're going to be looking at 2 of them. The infraspinatus is located by finding the bony attachment on the superior part of the shoulder blade. When you have located that, we will be working just below it on the shoulder blade. After we work the infraspinatus, we will move to the teres major and minor. These muscles are found at the bottom of the armpit on the back side. We will be using the lacrosse ball in a tube sock once again. Focus on the muscle just below the bone of the shoulder blade that makes up the back side of the armpit. Lean against the wall, creating pressure into the back of the armpit. You can create greater intensity in the muscle tissue by internally and externally rotating the arm. An additional way to increase intensity is by stepping out further away from the wall. With the added pressure, continue with internal and external rotation. When complete, move into overhead range of motion while continuing to press into the wall. Raise the arm towards the ceiling in a range of motion that works for you and return to a relaxed position. Remember to repeat this process anywhere throughout the back side of the shoulder blade, working each trigger point until it releases.